Hello and welcome to PasSpareTime. How is everybody tonight? If you ain't first, you're last. Usually first. Nobody really was in first tonight. Chew all the way down in third. Hello Foobar. Hello Chew. Hello Tom Thumb. Good to see everyone. We are going to search another 500 ones looking for fancy dollar bills. That's what we're going to do. You all know the drill. As of tonight, we are no longer keeping bookends. I spent some time looking through eBay earlier, and in the last 2 months, there have only been two instances where two-digit bookends have sold, and they both sold for less than $2, and they just don't have the value. It's just not worth keeping them. I don't keep them. I can't mail them to somebody and get them there for even what they're worth. So if I miss something, I'll still ship it to you. But we're not going to do bookends. If I go through a whole stream and I don't miss anything, I will add one additional giveaway to the end of stream so that we balance it out. How's that sound? How's that sound to everybody? These are Federal Reserve straps tonight. We've been searching teller straps the last couple nights, and they've been good. They also have been all facing the same direction. These are not. So let me get these straightened out. And facing the correct, all facing the same direction, so I can search them easier. You can watch the stream easier. We'll all have a better experience. How about that? Hope y'all had a great, what is today? Monday? Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday, a great President's Day. A lot of people off work today. The banks were closed. I couldn't take back any coins or dollar bills. And we've got like a 12-inch snow supposedly coming in tomorrow. So I got the battery charging on the four-wheeler with the plow on it. And the chains on, ready to face Snowmageddon, Arkansas 2025. Hello, Diana Ramsey. Good to see you. Hello, Netfeed, my friend. Good to see you. Hello, Cat Roller. Good to see you. Family Day in Canada. Well, happy Family Day in Canada. I think I might like that better than President's Day. I don't know. I've kind of had it with about all of American politicians. But we don't cover politics on this channel, so we'll leave it at that. All right, so what we're going to be looking for, we're going to be looking at the date, looking for 1999 or earlier. We're going to be looking for a bill that ends in a star or a W, X, or Y. I got an email after last night's stream that I had missed a W, and I haven't been keeping W's. So I looked up the star notes that end in W, and the value for those is up to $3 now. So I'm going to start keeping any that end in W, X, or Y because those are more rare. Or any fancy combination of serial numbers like is scrolling at the bottom of the stream. So let's see what we can find. It's a snow day in most of Canada. You're in Mexico. Oh, I was in Mexico this week last time. I'm jealous. Dadgum, that's not fair. I want to go back. I want to go back. It was great to be down in Mexico. We were in Cozumel for 2 weeks, warmed up the old bones, drank a lot of margaritas, had quite a few lobsters, and had some fun. So let's get started here and let's see what we can find. We had some great finds last night. I think we found 7 or 8 star notes. That 4 is a little over inked, but not heavy enough that I'm going to keep it. Hello, God is great. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Ken. Good to see you, my friend. Hope things are great in Japan. Hope they are great over there in Japan. It's about time for me to send another care package over for you to give to the kiddos, Ken. just about time. Maybe you'll win something tonight, and I can include something good in it. We will be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream for sure. What we will be doing is giving away a silver certificate, 1957A silver certificate. Also, the first time I got to take a potty break, we'll be giving away some silver, 1/10 of a troy ounce of silver as well. And that will happen for sure. You know, the older you get, you got to do what you got to do. Let's see what we can find. We're doing this in the vertical live format. In the vertical live format, YouTube, depending on their mood, will put this out on the short feed and put it in front of more people. So we'll have a lot of people ideally coming in that don't normally come and watch a coin hunting or bill searching video. We will get between 3 and 20,000 views versus 500 if I do this in the other format. And this is a good format for you to be able to see and search along with me. Kidney stones, that's no good. Well, prayers to you, God is great. Hello, Maple Leaf Numismatics, good to see you. Puerto Aventuras, very close, you are. Just across the way. Awesome. Wish I was still there. Hello, Alex Brewer, good to see you. 93449-324. No finds yet, but it is a treasure hunt, so there's no telling what the next bill will be. 12342 678. A little bit of an over-inked 6, not quite a broken ladder. Let's see what we can find. Each one of these straps has 100 $1 bills in it. We're going to be searching 5 of them. 500 $1 bills, looking for goodies, giveaways at the end, and when I need to take a break in the middle, we'll also have a giveaway. So let's see what we can find. I don't think I've ever gone through 100 and not found anything. I've gone through 100 and not found a star note. But I don't know if I've ever gone through and not found anything in a $100 strap of ones. I suppose it's possible. I would not like this to be the first time. I'd rather find something. 222. If we keep anything with 4 of the same number in a row, that one didn't quite qualify. Okay, YouTube's yelling at me. It's a good time to run an ad. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. T-Dot, trust me. Hello. What about new bills that are not uneven, are cut uneven? Boy, it's hard to say because that's a judgment call, but yes, bills that are cut really bad, really uneven, do carry a premium. But man, you got to look at eBay, and that comes into judgment on how far off center they are, and becomes a little bit of science in it. And I've never really found a bill that was far enough off yet to like where it was printed all the way to the edge or partially cut off so that it would have value. And I've searched over 80,000 bills, but I do know they are out there. They certainly have a value above face value, but man, I'd have to look it up. I would have to look it up and look at each bill individually. Diana Ramsey got a palindrome last month. Congratulations. Nice. Thank you, DAGR Cards. Good to see you. Shohei Ohtani, what a baseball player. What a year. And now he's got to pitch again this year. I hope he can get through a year healthy pitching. From the front, 1574. From the back, 1514, Diana Ramsey. I was one digit off of this being a palindrome. Reading the same front to back and back to front. Didn't quite do it. If you just popped in, you wonder, what in the world is this guy doing? Well, let me tell you. Yes, I'm searching dollar bills. I sure am. I know, half crazy, possibly. I'm looking for any bill 1999 or earlier. Why? Because it's worth more than face value if it's in decent shape. I'm looking for any bill that ends in a star. Why? because that signifies it was printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted notes. And the government has announced they're no longer going to do star notes after this year, and they are skyrocketing in price. Dollar bill star notes are going for $3 to $4 each in good shape. Or I'm looking for a fancy combination of serial numbers or a printing error, like are scrolling at the bottom of the stream, and we'll call those out as we go. We have been not doing bookends anymore, Diana, but what I said, they're just not worth it. I looked it up again today, and they're just not worth it. I can't even ship it to you, and by the time I pay shipping on it and my $1 cost on the bill, I paid more in that than to get it to you. It's just not worth it. So if I don't miss any finds during the stream, instead of giving away one silver certificate or consecutive $2 bills, I will give away an extra prize at the end of the stream. Because I'm bound to miss other stuff as well. We've been hunting coins on YouTube for over 5 years. I hunt with my grandsons, age 14 and 12 on Thursday. And we've been hunting dollar bills for fancy serial numbers for the last 8 months. We have over 1,900 videos out on YouTube. The grandsons have set a goal for 20,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you're here and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It would make their day. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to us. And in return, we put out a daily short video. There is a star note, boom, that comes out around 10 o'clock at night. We do live streams every Saturday at 2 p.m. and we've got a series on Buffalo Nickels, a video every week right now. That was a star note. Oh, and look what it is. It's a 2013. So the star indicates that that was printed as a replacement note. It's got a star on both sides. If that star is ever over inked and filled in solid, it's worth about 20 bucks. As is, star notes are going for about $3 or $4 a piece on eBay right now. But in the year 2013, they made a mistake at the two places they print bills in the U.S., Fort Worth, Texas, and Washington, D.C. And they made a run of bills that had the same serial number. And if it's 2013 and starts with a B, it has a chance to be one of those. When we find any star note, we go over. T-Dot, trust me, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We got a cloud bot that recognizes new subscribers. Unfortunately, it doesn't recognize everybody. Sorry about that. We do appreciate all the new subscribers. This website is called mycurrencycollection.com. And you can look up your star notes. This one's a 2013. You key in the entire serial number, B10559121, with the star at the end. What this will tell you is how big the print run was when they printed these replacement notes. Usually it's 3.2 million. And 90% of the time it's 3.2 million. But if you find a lower run size, they can be more valuable and more rare star notes. But also on these B 2013s, if this is the one that has a duplicate serial number out there, it's going to tell us. So let's look. It does not have a duplicate twin sister out there, or we would have gotten a note that said, was this printed in Washington, D.C. or Fort Worth, Texas? And this one, and I didn't show you that screen while I was doing it, there it is right there, 3.2 million printed, and that is in the less rare, and on this heat chart it's over in the frozen tundra. So this is not a more rare star note, but as a star note, still worth $3 or $4, so we will hang on to it for sure. Over 5,000 Shohei Ohtani cards. Awesome. That is a lot. That is a lot. You're welcome, Diana. And if they go up in value to where they're worth over $2 a piece, I will start including them again. Hello, Ricky the Scotty. Good to see you. Yeah, I am slightly off center. Thank you. Appreciate that. Drake Polina, hello. Jesse, good to see you. Well, we got one star note so far today. Ones, twos, and threes, and the zeros in that one. If I miss one that I would normally keep, like if it starts with 436 and ends in 436, a 3-digit bookend worth $6 or more, and I miss it, and you're the first one to type it in, it is yours. I will send it to you. I don't keep everything because I've already got a couple $1,000 bills in my collection after doing this for the last 8 months. I don't usually keep trinary notes, though some people do. But I usually will at least call them out. 66626, so that 2 been a 6, that have been 5 6s in a row, and we would have kept that. That's a teaser. And we're going to search 500 tonight. And if you're here for the first time, please do consider subscribing. Means the world to us, doesn't cost you a thing. And hang around. You may win something while you're here. That is a birth date note. That is a very, very good find. April 12th of 1950. So that's somebody that is getting ready to turn 75 years old. That is one of the formats that we consider a birth date note. And birth date notes on eBay are going for $10 to $20 each. And people are wanting to find a dollar bill that the serial number makes up their birth date. So we hang on to those. As a matter of fact, those are worth enough money. When I find one, I put it in a protective holder like that so that it stays in the same shape it was when I found it. Very nice find. Best find of the date right there. Hello, T-Roy Tiger. Good to see you. Ryan, I am looking at both serial numbers. I can't show them both on the search, but I make sure they're matching as we go through for sure. Out of 80,000 plus, I've never found one that was mismatched. Chan, 2330, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. Diana, I collect some trinaries, especially if they have 8s, 7s, and 0s in them, but they're just not going for very much. There's so many, and they're common enough. They're not going for a lot on eBay. And in keeping them, I would literally have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And I don't have my eBay store active right now, so I don't have any going out. And it's a matter of not wanting to have hundreds and hundreds of them, because what they sell for usually is between $2 and $3. It's just not enough of a return on eBay. But just because I keep something or don't keep it is not a reason for you to keep it or not keep it. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and if it's worth it to you to keep them and you're selling them on eBay, and you could sell like a pack of 10 trinaries at one time for say $20, then it would become worth doing it. But if the numbers strike me in a trinary note, and depending on their order, I will keep some trinary notes, just not all. Also depends on the condition of the bill. Everything is driven based off of condition and rarity. January 5th of the year 1352, a little too far in the past. If I miss you in the chat, I apologize. If you're really trying to get my attention, tag me, and that will help, but I'll try to keep up with the chat. But trying to also make sure I don't miss anything. 4265 from the front, 4215 from the back, not a palindrome or binary. I guess the other thing on the trinaries, even if I kept them and could sell a bunch on eBay as singles, I don't like shipping that much to maybe make 50 cents on each one I sold after the commissions and the shipping, Diana. It just would not be worth my time to do it. Right, part of the reason I haven't been motivated to really get my eBay store up and running, even though I need to. I really need to. All right, we're coming down to the end of the first strap. We've just got 2 finds in this strap so far, a birthday note and a star note. All right, that is going to end the first strap. Thank you, Mug Gaming, for subbing. I appreciate it. Our CloudBot doesn't catch every new subscriber, and I'm sorry about that. That's an OBS problem. But we do appreciate each and every one of you that subscribes. It means the world to us. My grandsons get up every morning. They look to see what our sub count is, to see if I have streamed late night the night before, and give me a hard time if I don't do a late night stream. I kind of call these late night streams coinsomniacs, but that doesn't really fit with hunting dollar bills. We've hunted coins on YouTube for over 5 years, did a lot of late night. Fubar's been a member for 14 months. We appreciate all of our members. You can become a member of our channel for as little as 99 cents a month. You get some perks with that. You become eligible to bid in our auctions on Saturday. We will have an auction this coming Saturday. We stream live every Saturday at 2 p.m. We do 5 to 12 boxes of $50 that we search, and then we do a auction. Auctioning off this time is part of a collection that I just bought recently, and I got a pretty good buy on the collection, so I'm going to be passing along some really good deals. There are some 3-cent nickels, 2-cent pieces, half-cent pieces, large cents, all kinds of silver quarters, Merc dimes, Morgan and Peace dollars. There's a little bit of everything in this collection, so we'll be selling through it. I just went through. Being Becky, thanks for subscribing. We appreciate it. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Janice KE65, thanks for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Fubar has also gifted, and maybe that's what I was reading instead, 5 PasSpareTime memberships. Thank you very much, Fubar, West Nation, Being Becky, Janice, Scott Christensen, Hannah Cargile, all new members. Hello, Hannah. Good to see you. Tell your dad I said hi. Thank you for that, Fubar. Very, very generous. We appreciate it. All right, we're getting ready to start strap number 2. And again, what I'm looking for is I'm looking at the date right here. I'm looking for anything 1999 or earlier, because that's going to be worth more than face value. I'm looking for anything that ends in W, X, or Y, because that's a deeper run. They are more rare and have additional value. Also, anything that ends in a star is printed as a replacement note, and they're going for $3 to $4 a piece, so we hang on to those. And we also look them up to see how big the print run was, or any fancy combination of serial numbers, and you never know what you're going to find. Let me show you real quick what I found a few weeks ago. I was hunting through a strap of 100, hadn't found anything. With about 7 or 8 bills to go, I looked down and there was that bill. 9333333. It's called the binary note. Only 2 numbers make up the serial number, 9s and 3s. That makes it worth over $20 on eBay, but the 7 3s in a row makes it worth even more. We've only found a few with 7 in a row, and I would value that note at close to $50. Turn a $1 bill into a $50 bill. For me, that's a good day. Hello, Rashid. Good to see you. Anyone I would sell a collection to? Boy, you know, that's a great question. Yes, there is. But it's not a real broad list. If you have a collection that you inherit or you have put together and you decide you want to sell it, what should you do with it? First off, you probably have a local coin shop in your market that you can go and get it valued and get an offer on it. I would not sell it to the first place that valued it. I would get a second valuation. There is a coin shop in Grove, Oklahoma. A guy named Mike owns it. It's Mid-America Coins. He's someone I trust greatly. I would sell him a collection. I've got some people here local in Northwest Arkansas that I trust I would sell it to. There are several of us that buy collections that are on YouTube. We've got 1,900 videos and a lot of subscribers that would vouch for our credibility. I do value and purchase collections. I value them for free. You're not obligated to sell it to me. But you can also go to a coin show, and you can go around to the coin dealers and you can show them the collection. They're probably not going to have time to look at it at a coin show because they're busy buying and selling. But a lot of them would be willing to value your collection as well. So convoluted answer, but that's how I feel about it. Hello, Dad Hunts Coins. You have a $1 from 1899. Cool. Cool. Been saving since the teens. Locals are closed. Then I would probably wait for a coin show to come somewhere near you to a bigger town and try that. You can type in exclamation email and you can email me. Ty07, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Nepali Jewelry, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. But that's how you get my email address. What I'm looking for, if you just popped in, we got over 100 people here, are wondering what in the world are you doing? There you go. Dad Hunts Coins got a good source for you right there. Dad Hunts Coins has been on our channel since day one. Got his own channel. He's a content provider as well, and he's got a helpful piece of tracking right there that he just posted the link to. What was the remark about? Which remark was that, TF? What remark was that? I'm looking for any dollar bills that are dated 1999 or earlier because they're going to have a value above face value. Anything that ends in a W, X, or Y because it's going to be more valuable. Anything that ends in a star because that was printed as a replacement note. Or any fancy combination of serial numbers that are listed up here. Some of those are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If I miss one, I would normally keep, and you're the first one to type it into the chat. I'll send it to you for free. You got to be 18 years of age or older. I will be doing at least 2 giveaways today during the stream. Giving away a silver certificate and a silver coin or silver round that you'll have a chance to win. And if you're here and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing because it means the world to us. And it does not cost you a thing. Let's see what kind of goodies we can find. Maybe after this strap, I will show you some of our best finds from the last 8 months of doing this. Let's see what we find in here. Oh, well, you know how I said I keep everything 1999 or earlier? There's a 1995. 1995 right there. The bill is in really good shape. And while coins have a lot of resources where you can go out and you can look up values of coins. I said something. Oh, the mark. Ah, boy, I don't remember. Star notes are cool. Other eBay is what I will quote most of the time for fancy serial number prices because it is the most up to date. Certainly you can go to a local coin dealer, you can go to a coin show, and you can buy and sell dollar bills, but there aren't a lot of great sources out there like there are on coins. I purchased this book. It's the 6th edition of the Standard Guide, small size U.S. paper money, 1928 to date. And when I get an older bill like this, I can look it up and get an idea of what it's worth. I looked up a 1995 last night. I know that bill's worth around $3. Now that's if it's not a web note also. And bills printed in 1995, 1993, and 1988 A series, the government printed some of those with a test process that's called the web note. And instead of printing on sheets of paper, they printed the bills on off of rolls of paper. Now, when they print bills, they put a printing plate number on the back. This is the bill we just searched, and you see that 76 that's below the E. The normal printing process of printing off sheets of paper, that's where the printing plate number will always be. If you've got one that's a web printing process, it will be above the E instead of below the E. And I'm holding that one upside down. So when we got this 1995, we need to flip over, and unfortunately there's the 323 printing plate number below the E, so this was printed using the normal printing process, but I will still keep it because it's a 1995 and it's worth $3 or $4. Had it been a web note, had the printing plate number been on the top of the E instead of the bottom, they're going for $10, $20 or more. And we honestly don't see a lot of 1995s. Hello, Mr. 313, good to see you. Go back. What'd I miss? I had a good sequence. It's a web note. Web note, not a wet note. I just can't talk sometimes. Silver certificates are nice. How's the treasure coming? Well, Smog, we're still looking to find some more treasure tonight. We have found one star note, one birth date note, and a 1995 note so far. So we've made a little money, but I wouldn't say we found a bunch as of yet. We do on average find over one star note per strap. Next one we find, we'll call that out and talk about star notes. Those are upside down. Upside down, not worth any more. Did I put them all upside down? They rarely come all facing the same direction when you pick them up. But I will tell you, sometimes banks are very reluctant to order coins, boxes of coins for you to search. I do have banks that are good partners with me, and I order pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and $half every week. Matt Vern, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. But most banks will definitely sell you a bundle, a strap of $101 bills for you to search. It's an easy hobby to get into. It's something you can do with your kids. I search with my grandkids. And you certainly want to check your change because you may have a bill in your change right now that could be worth $3, could be worth $50, could be worth thousands of dollars. Just depends on what it is. They are out there. They certainly are out there. Dubious Doctor Who, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. I'm a treasure. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you. That 3 looked over-inked. It could have been. The next over-inked one I'll call out. Unless they're really over-inked, I don't keep them because they're not selling unless they're quite bold. And talking about on eBay, there's a lot of things being called on eBay over-inked that aren't really over-inked. When you really find one that sticks out, it's really obvious. Those two were consecutive serial numbers. I do not keep consecutive serial numbers unless they also have a fancy serial number. Like if this had 5 5s in a row, 89, 5 5s in a row, 88, I would keep them because they would be 5 of a kind, consecutive, and consecutive dollar bills. But otherwise, unless you get 100 basic consecutive bills in order, they're not really worth a lot. If you get a whole strap of consecutive dollar bills, consecutive serial numbers, $100, they're selling on eBay for $130 to $150. So they can become valuable, but you got to have a lot of them. There's one thing we definitely keep. We got 4 5s in a row. We call that a quad. 4 5s in a row. We're going for $3 to $4 on eBay right now. So we definitely want to keep that one. Good to see you, Dubious. Stephen Munchin, you probably have a lot of dollars because Stephen Munchin is one of the more recent ones that was the Secretary of Treasury. When I look down and I see Janet Yellen or Stephen Munchin and they're signed, I know they're very, very recent bills, and they're not going to have any extra value from being older. But if I don't see one of those two names, I know I might have an older bill. Like there's another Janet Yellen. There's a Stephen Munchin. So that's kind of how I eliminate those, because that date's a little harder for me to see. So I look at the signature, just glance down at it, and I can tell in a second if it might be an older bill. You have to forgive me, I got a sniffly nose again tonight. I'm sitting here with my head facing down, doesn't help anything. There's a printing error on that note. Do you see it? Do you see the printing error? These aren't worth a ton of money, but they are worth keeping. That last 8 is raised out of alignment with the rest of the serial number. And we call that a gas pump or an odometer note. And they're going for a couple bucks. That is a printing error. So we will hang on to that one. The 8 is higher. That's right. That is right. I have heard they made him change his name to printing instead of cursive. They would make me do the same because my writing's awful. It is just awful. All right. See what else we can find. We have been searching coins on YouTube for over 5 years. We have over 1,900 videos now available for your viewing pleasure on YouTube. We do a daily short video on coin hunting. I hunt pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars throughout the week. I do videos on my very best finds, and they come out every evening around 10 p.m. We do a live stream on Saturdays at 2 p.m. where my 12 and 14-year-old grandsons hunt with me. And after the coin hunt, and we have 6 or 7 giveaways on those, and then we have an auction after the giveaway. And I always start my prices below gray sheet or below melt value. There's another star note right there. I think I got off-centered a little bit again. That star would indicate this was printed as a replacement note to make up for errors or damaged notes as they were printing. We also want to look at the star over here. If you ever find a star with a printing error where it's filled in, they're going for a lot of money. This one is not, and it's a basic number, but when we find a star note, we go over to the star note lookup page. This is a website called mycurrencycollection.com. You key in the denomination and then the year and the series. This is a 2017 A note. Then the entire serial number. This one is an F13189326. What this website's going to tell you is it's going to tell you how many dollars were printed in this replacement cycle. And usually it's 3.2 million. 90% of the time it's 3.2 million. But occasionally you'll find a lower run and those can be worth more. So let's look. This one is 3.2 million. One of the ones we looked up last night only had 500,000. This one is less rare. It's over here in the frozen tundra of white. The one we found last night was hanging out over here in the red zone. And those add value and you can get more money out of it. As is though, this is a common, less rare star note. Still going for $3 to $4 on eBay, and that's the second one we found tonight. So we gotta like that. All right, here we go. Love the star notes. Making money easy. And the government has announced they're not going to make star notes anymore. They're not going to print replacement notes with a star on them. So the values have been going up, and right there is another one. Boom, it is a 2017, one of those Stephen Munchin printed names right there. Let's go back over to our Star Note lookup page. Let's key this one in. This one's a 2017, but not an A. Click the right button here. This one is an H, and H is St. Louis, Missouri. H03-629-089. Again, we're going to see how many were printed in this replacement run. Oh, there we go. Only 500,000. Now, this is a good news, bad news scenario here. The run size is only 500,000. So we have moved off of the less rare. We have moved up kind of into the orange on the heat chart. But if you look at total printed, they still printed 3.7 million. So on total printed, it's still less rare. But this does have the potential to be worth a little more than the $3 to $4 because it is more rare. So what I do when I find one of those that are a lower print run, I put them into one of these protective cases to keep it in the shape it was in when I found it. Don't want it to get any more damaged. I write on the case that it was a 500,000 run so that when I sort them out, I put it in the right place. And we hang on to those. That's 3 Star Notes, and we're only in our second strap. Gotta like that. Hello, Smog. All right. What will we find next? 1812-1102. Well, I find this bill kind of interesting because it's November 2nd or February 11th. But in this case, we're going with November 2nd because that's my birthday. But it's 1812. And no, I'm old. You can see the gray beard. But I wasn't born in 1812. Not even 1912. If this was like 1972, well, it's 1963, it would be my birthday. But it would have more value. This is too old. Obviously, there's no one watching that was born in 1812. But what I do on these is I look up the date, both February 11th and November 2nd of 1812, to see if maybe the War of 1812, something major happened. If it's a major historical date that might make that worth more money, I may keep it. I doubt if anything major happened on that date, but you never know. So I will look that up after the stream. Consecutive air bills, like multiple off-center consecutive. If they're, again, on the whole off-center thing, it's a beauty is the eye of the beholder there, and they've got to be really miscut and off-center to be worth money. But if they are, and you find consecutives that are off-center enough to be worth money, that would certainly add some value to it. That would be a good find. All right, let me see. Hello, John Jacobs, good to see you. Albert Perez, good to see you. What do you need to be checking for on... Albert, what do you want to know? Here's what I'm checking for. Print is touching the edge. That's pretty off, dubious. That's pretty off. You've got a smaller market for that, but that is far enough off to be worth value, to have value. I'm looking for any dollar bill that is $19.99 or earlier. If it's $19.99 or earlier, it's going to be worth more than face value. The older and in the better shape, the more value it's going to have. I'm looking for the last letter in the serial number, specifically W, X, or Y, because those are deeper runs. They didn't happen very often, and they're worth more money. I wasn't keeping W's until tonight because somebody sent me an email last night and said, hey, you passed on a W. Why'd you do that? Last time I looked them up, they weren't worth that much. Now W's are going for over $3 each. And if I can triple my money, I'm definitely going to keep them. I'm also looking for any bill that ends in a star, because that means it's printed as a replacement note. They're going for $3 or $4 each. Or any fancy combination of serial numbers like are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I also make sure the serial number over here matches the serial number over here. If they ever print this green seal and miss being in the middle of the 1, excuse me, that would be a printing error. So there's a bunch of things to look for. Also, when I flip the bill over, I'm looking to make sure I can't see George Washington bled through on the back or anything weird going on that would be a printing error. So there's a lot of stuff to look for. How much is a 1934 $100 bill worth? Well, I would need to know the first letter of the serial number, and I can't look up everybody's tonight, but I use this book, Standard Guide to Small Size U.S. Paper Money, 1928 to date, written by a guy named Oakes and a guy named Schwartz. This one's the 6th edition. There are newer ones out. Go in here to the $100 bill segment, find 1934, and there are 1934, 1934A, 1934A green seal. There are a lot of different 1934s. There's 1934B, a 1934D. So if you would like to send me an email, you can email me. You can find my email address by typing in !email. If you send me the email and the information, I'd be glad to look it up for you and send you what my book says it's worth. But you email me and I'll check it out. All right, this has a minor printing error. If you look at those two 4s and that other 4, the 4 on the right is normal. The 4 on the far left is overprinted a little bit. It's a little thicker than that third 4. The second 4 is a lot thicker than the third 4 or the first 4. And that is called an over-inked bill. I would really only consider that second 4 to be over-inked, although the first one is as well. These are going for a couple bucks, even up to $4 on eBay. So I do keep those as an error as well. So you want to look out for those as well. All right. July 8th of the year 2307, or August 7th. We're getting closer to a keeper birth date note. Coming towards the end. That 8 is over inked a little bit, but not enough for me to want to keep. All right, let's stop there for a second. We're going to start a contest, a little giveaway. We're going to be giving away a silver coin, a silver round, 1/10 of an ounce Aztec silver round. While I take a little break, I'm going to start a giveaway. You have to be 18 years of age or older, 13 or older with parental permission. Did it start? I don't know if it started or not. Let's look. It did start. All you have to do is type in exclamation GAW to enter. I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back in a second while you guys enter the contest. All right, we've got a giveaway going. We're giving away a 1/10 of a troy ounce of silver Aztec round. We got 27 people entered. You do have to be 18 or over, 13 or over with parental permission, but I'm going to send that to somebody for free. Fractional silver goes for a lot more than the per ounce price. So cool little giveaway for somebody. We do have, how much time left in the giveaway? 25 seconds. 25 seconds. So let me put this up here. Only 31 people, 28 people is all that have entered. You got a 1/28 chance. 13 seconds left. 13 seconds left to get in on the giveaway. Exclamation GAW. Exclamation GAW. We do have at least one more giveaway tonight. All right. Time is up. I'm going to draw a winner. Good luck, everybody. The winner is Bob Atwood. Bob, I think you're a first-time winner on PasSpareTime. Congratulations. Bob, what you need to do is you need to type in exclamation email, and my email address will pop up. One of the moderators may have already put it up there. I see it. You need to send me an email, Bob, that says, hey, I want something on your stream. This is me claiming it. I confirm I'm over the age of 18, don't need parental permission. And Bob, I will get it shipped out to you as soon as it stops snowing here. Congratulations, Bob. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Just that easy at PasSpareTime. You pop in on a Monday night. All we ask is you please subscribe because it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a thing. It makes us feel good. And you might win something like Bob just did. Now, back to the dollar bill searching. Anyone I've missed in the chat, I'm sorry. It's a limitation of me being human. Yeah, Glenn, I'm not keeping bookends anymore. They just don't have any value. By the time I ship it to you, it costs me more to ship it to you than it's worth. So if I don't miss something in the stream, if I don't miss anything at all that someone wins, I will do an extra giveaway at the end of the stream. But it doesn't make any sense for me to continue to ship out bookends to people. If it gets to the point that bookends are worth more than $2 each on eBay, which is possible because these dollars are going up in value, I will start keeping them and including them again. All right, if you just popped in and wonder what in the world I'm doing, Brown Sugar in the house, Jason, the Goldman shot, good to see you. You did. If I'd have seen you in your Speedo, I'd have known you, Jason. I'd have said, that's got to be Jason, the Goldman shot. I wish we'd have seen you down there. That would have been fun. I'm popping in and dropping likes. Thank you, Namaste. I appreciate that. I'm looking for any dollar bill that was printed 1999 or earlier because it's worth more than face value. I'm looking for any dollar bill that ends in a W, X, or Y letter because those are deeper runs of printing and they're worth more. I'm looking for any dollar bill that ends in a star, like this one right here that we found a while ago, because that means it was printed as a replacement note. And at a minimum, these things are going for $3 or $4 for a basic serial number with a star on eBay. So we keep those. Or I'm looking for a fancy combination of serial numbers, some of which are scrolling along the bottom of the screen. Basically, anything that's worth more than $1 will give consideration to keeping. I've been doing this for 8 months. Been searching for coins for 5 years on YouTube. Dollar bills for 8 months, searched over 80,000, and I've already got over 2,000 in my collection that are worth at least $2 or more. So there is a limit to how much a guy can keep before he starts selling some on an eBay store. Yeah, I need to get that done. It's called PasSpareTime because my grandkids call me Pa. I hunt with my grandkids, and I'm retired now, so I have a little bit of spare time. David Herman, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I apologize that the CloudBot does not capture every new subscriber. I wish it did. It doesn't, though. Now this one is another printing error. You see how that first 8 is a little bolder than the second 8? I don't keep those. If that 8 was a lot more over inked than that, I would keep it because they're going for $3 or $4 on eBay. But that one's not over inked enough for me to keep. We will probably find several more before we get done tonight. We've got over 300 more bills to search, and I'll show you a better example of one that you would want to keep. We're about at the end of our third strap. Or second strap, I'm sorry. That'll mean we've searched 200 of the 500 we're going to search tonight. Would ask if you're here for the first, second, 10th, 30th time and you're not subscribed to the channel, you please consider it. It means the world to us and doesn't cost you a thing. We don't even get a thank you note when we hit 20,000, which is our goal for this year. But that's the goal the boys have set, and that's what we're trying to hit, and it's important to them. So, let's do this. Let's take a minute before we start our third strap, and let's show some of our best finds. Jonathan King Levin, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. These are some of my best finds in the last 8 months. Nothing special about this one except somebody wrote pause on it. And I thought, that's kind of cool. We'll keep that one. Probably no one else would keep that, but I did. All right. This is a cool note. This is a cool note. Again, these are some of the best ones I have found in the last 8 months. This was the first binary note I ever found. It's a binary note because it only has 2 different numbers making up the serial number, 3s and 5s. It also has 5 5s in a row. And 5 5s in a row by itself would be some additional value. The first 3's a little over inked, but that bill, by being a binary note and only having 2 numbers making up the serial number, we haven't found very many. Those are going for $20 and up on eBay. CLMK knows. She had a full box. She had a full box Saturday. This one, not to be confused, very similar. 5355 3355. Not as valuable because it doesn't have the 5 5s in a row, but also only 5s and 3s. So also worth $20 as a binary note. And very similar serial numbers. This one is considered a low serial number. You know, in a perfect world, if you want to find something that's worth a lot of money, you want to find 7 zeros and a 1. And that would be the first bill printed in that run and be worth hundreds of dollars. But I keep any bill that starts with 4 zeros. This is only a 4-digit bill with 2610. It's worth $3 or $4. The more zeros leading and the better the condition, the more it is worth. This bill is really cool. And here's the funny thing. This is one of the first streams I ever did, and I missed this, and the people in chat pointed it out to me. 1579 from the front, 1579 from the back. That makes this what we call a radar note. It reads the same front to back and back to front. It also starts with a B, it ends with a B, so I've taken it to calling it a super palindrome or a super radar note. That is a $20 plus value on eBay. So that is a good one. Really cool one. First bill I ever found that had 6 of the same number in a row. It's not in great shape, but 6 4s in a row, 6 of the same number in a row can go for $20 or higher on eBay. Definitely a good find, and that was the first one I found was 6 in a row. Let's see, what is this? I told you I keep all the bills 1999 and earlier. Look at that, 1963. That's my birth year. That makes this old, that makes it a survivor, that makes it worth money just because it's that old. But it's also signed by Joseph W. Barr. And Joseph W. Barr was appointed to be the Secretary of Treasury close to the end of a president's term. And the new president brought in another Secretary of Treasury. So Joseph Barr was only in office for 28 days, and his signature is not on very many dollar bills. So these are called a Barr note. When you find a Barr note, worth $5 or $10, those are cool to have. What do we got here? 6898, 6898. That's a repeater. Do not find very many of those worth at least 20 bucks on eBay. You love to find those for sure. Yeah, that Super Radar, there were a lot of you yelling at me because I've never searched ones, and I'm like, help me, help me. Also a flipper, that's right. What do we have here? Oh, another Barr note. 1963B, Joseph W. Barr. Nothing fancy about the serial number. I found about 4 or 5 of those now, Barr notes. Always glad to have those. This one is a star note. Nothing fancy about it. Well, I guess it does have an overinked 6. See how overinked that 6 is? So that's a printing error. It's also a star note. That star indicates it was printed to replace damaged or misprinted notes. And they've announced they're not going to continue making star notes. So these are going for a minimum of $3 to $4 on eBay right now. The first 2 is also a little overinked. What do we have here? I don't even think I can show this to you on that screen, so let me go to another screen and I will show you. Got to go to my scope. And I've got to get it to the right part. Give me a second. I wasn't prepared for this. Oh. That my scope isn't working, so I can't show it to you that way. I will go back here and try to show it to you. See that 7? Look at that extra green ink in that 7. Kind of looks like a tear dropping out. I kept that because I'd never seen one like that before. Definitely a printing error. Can't find any information on it. Don't know what it's worth, but thought it was cool, so I hung on to it. I have not found a solid star yet, Dad. Alright, what do we have here? 25807647. If you can see it, there's also extra ink by that 7. So I found 2 like a few nights apart where the 7 had some extra ink on it. Not really sure what's going on that. This note ends in an X. WX's and Y's I keep. It's not in great shape. It's also a 1995, so we checked for the web note, but the printing plate number is below the E, so it's not a web note. So I kept that because it's a 1995 and it ends in an X. For this Federal Reserve Bank, San Francisco, every time they do a different print run under the 1995 print runs, they change the last letter, and W, X, and Y have not been reached very often, so they're more rare and they go for more money. That's why I held on to that one. I'll end with this one that's kind of funny and we'll get back to searching. This has no value, over $1, but it's dated 8/22/95, and it says, Aaron, happy first birthday, love, great Papa Puckett. And I thought, and it is a 1988, so I guess 1988A does have some value, especially if it was a web note, which this one was not. But I thought it was cool and sad that great Papa Puckett had given Aaron a birthday dollar, and it ended up getting spent. All right, back to tonight's search. Back to tonight's search. Let me get these all facing in the same direction, and then we'll start the search. Sometimes they come facing 10 million directions. Sometimes they're all facing the right direction. More often than not, they are facing a lot of different directions. But they're hard enough to search face up and for you to see them as well. So let me get these all facing the same direction, and we will start the third strap. Each strap has $100 in it. We're going to search 5 straps tonight. We've already searched 2. We have been searching coins on YouTube for over 5 years, dollars in the last 8 months as well. We do a daily short video on our best finds of the week that come out around 10 p.m. We do a weekly live stream on Saturdays where we do 5 to 12 boxes of half dollars followed by an auction. Kind of a family reunion stream for our long-term people. We'd love to have you join us in that. And we do a weekly video that we're doing right now on Buffalo nickels, where I'm restoring missing Buffalo nickel dates with a chemical called Yakety and trying to fill a complete Buffalo nickel album from what was previously undated Buffalo nickels. So, let me get another sippy sip. All right. Here we go. What I'm looking for, anything 1999 or earlier. Let's bring this back this way. I won't have to reach as far. Anything 1999 or earlier, because it's going to be worth more than face value. Anything ending in a W, X, or Y, or a star, or any fancy combination of serial numbers, that is what we're looking for. $100 bill from 1934. Yes, it would be worth more than face value depending on condition. Zachary, if you want to send me an email, and you can get my email address by typing in !email, you would need to send me the serial number off of it, and I would be happy to look it up for you and give you an estimate of value. But it's definitely worth more than face value. I just don't have them all memorized, so I would just be guessing. 259 39359. 4 different numbers, not worth anything over face. Reverse facing, not worth anything. 5454 2485. Upside down, not worth anything additional. All right. Boy, I didn't get them all straightened out, did I? But a star note. Star note, star note, star note. 2017A, that star indicates this was printed to make up for damaged or misprinted bills. They're going for $3 to $4 on eBay in good shape. This one is in very good shape. When we find one, we go over to the Star Note lookup page. The name of this is mycurrencycollection.com. Key in the year and series number. That's a 2017A. Key in the entire serial number, F09 885702 star. Usually these were printed in a run size of $3.2 million printed, and that's 90% of the time, but sometimes it's a lower print run, like we found one 500,000 earlier, and that can make them more valuable. This one though is 3.2 million. It is less rare, so that's not going to add any value to this bill. But it's still a star note, and those are selling all day long, $3 to $4 each on eBay. And they've announced they're not going to make star notes anymore, so they've been going up in value. Keep an eye out for star notes. Keep all your star notes. They're going away. And there are a lot of people out there looking for them now. We average over 1 per strap. Each strap has $100 in it. We have already found 1, 2, 3, 4 tonight. This is only our 3rd strap, so we're running a little ahead of average. I think we found 7 or 8 in our 5 straps last night. We do try to do this format 2 to 3 times a week. This is our 3rd night in a row, which is unusual. So you might want to turn on your bell notification and make sure you got it set to all. That way when we're streaming, you'll get a notification so you can come join us if you don't have anything else going on. Want to spend some time watching a treasure hunt, seeing what we come up with. Maybe you'll be there the first night we find a solid number all the way across. Paul will go crazy. Look at that. 7, 7, a little bit of an overinked 6. 3 more 7s. Very close to 6 7s in a row. That would have been a keeper. Close, but no cigar. Again, forgive my runny nose. 2s, 8s, and 7s. Now, some people would keep this. This is called a trinary note. It's only got 3 numbers making up the serial numbers. 2s, 8s, and a 7. They do have a value around $2 on eBay. I don't keep them all. I keep the ones that are in really good shape and strike my fancy. That one's in good enough shape. I am going to keep it. So I am going to hang on to that, but I don't keep all of the trinary notes. They're more common, and if I did, I would have a gazillion. I do keep all of my quad notes. Any note that has 4 of the same number consecutively, I hang on to because they're going for $4 or $5 on eBay. That's 4 ones in a row. That's a quad. That's our second quad of the night. The other one had 4 5s in a row. So we will hang on to that one. God is great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will read it. Might be tomorrow. 33899, 699, 3s, 8s, 9s, and 6s. Kind of cool, but not worth anything extra. We are searching dollar bills, looking for anything 1999 or earlier, anything that ends in a W, X, or Y, or a star, or any fancy combination of serial numbers that gives it a value over face value. Fancy serial numbers has become a real thing in the last year, where you can find bills just based on the silly serial number that are worth hundreds of dollars sometimes. I don't have to understand it or think it's worth $100, but that's what some of them are selling for. We've been hunting coins for 5 years. I asked my banker if he would order me 1,000 ones to search, and he says, sure, but why? And I told him, I said, I may be bored stiff doing this, but I'm going to try it because the values are getting up there. And I fell in love with it because of things like that right there. Boom! 5 2s in a row. You do not find 5 of a kind in a row very often when they are either start the serial number or in the serial number. They're more value. This is also a trinary note. It only has 3 numbers in the serial number. 2 7s, a 9. The 9 happens to be over inked and a printing error. But it's the 5 2s that make this valuable. Definitely $10 to $20 on eBay. Definitely one we would keep. That, as a matter of fact, definitely one that I would put in a protector, because that one's got a value of over $10, and when I can turn a $1 bill into a $10 bill, that's a good night for sure. And you never know when a really good one like that is going to pop up. Zachary Miller, 99 and earlier, because dollar bills have an average lifespan of under 8 years. So when you find the older ones, they're survivors. They usually take them out of circulation, and they're worth more money. The older bills, if they're in, it depends on condition, but they have, they're worth more money. So at some point, I will start keeping some of the 2000 bills as time passes. But right now I'm at 1999 and earlier is what I keep. Upside down. All right. We've had pretty good straps again tonight. This is our 3rd strap. We've got some quads. We got that 1 5 in a row. Got some 5 star notes. Couple printing errors, and again, you never know what you're going to find. We found a 1995, Anyone I've missed in the chat, I apologize. On the reverse, are there any misprint? Yes, there can be misprints on the reverse. The most common thing on the reverse that I've seen or value is you can see George Washington bled through. That would be a major printing error. You can see some that are under-inked, over-inked, cut wrong. I do not find very many errors on the reverse of dollar bills though. But you definitely always got to look. You definitely got to look. July 10th of the year 7731. My doctor tells me I won't be alive then, so that's not a birth date note. November 31st, if there is such a thing, is 6063. July 9th of 1187, a little hard date to research for American history. That is a keeper though. Boom, that is a great bill right there. It's in super shape. November 28th of 1984. November 28th of 1984. Someone that will be 41 years old this year on November 28th. I've got your birth date note. Now, I happen to personally find this a little silly, but notes with people's birthday on it have become highly collectible. And on eBay, dollar bills with people's birthday on it are going for $10, $20 each. If I happen to find yours, send me an email and I'll make you a much better deal than that. One night I found, somebody was watching, I found their son's birth date. But that's November 28, 1984 birth date note, and that's a $10 bill plus, so we'll hang on to that one. Could be a Thanksgiving Day. Very true. 77 ends with 666. I want to find a 007 note. 007, 00707, little James Bond action. I've been close, but I've never found one. All right, that is the end of strap number 3. Strap number 3 is done. We got 2 straps left. Let me take a drink. If you're here for the first time or one of the first times and you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. We do always have giveaways, and at the end of this stream, we got 2 more straps. We're going to give away this silver certificate, 1957A, blue ink, blue seal, $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. That's in VGVF condition, worth $5 plus. And we're going to give it away to somebody. You got to be 18 years of age or older, 13 years of age or older with parental permission. But we're going to give it away. If I don't miss one, that somebody calls out that I missed one and I have to give it to them, then I will have a second giveaway as well at the end of the stream. And so far, I haven't missed one. I usually do though. Several people have been shipped bills that I missed. Now I stopped counting bookends, 2-digit bookends, as keepers because the value just isn't there. That will cut down on my misses severely because that's the one I usually miss. These bills are going in 3,000 directions, which is hard since there's only 4 possible directions, but I get them all going the same direction here, and we will get to searching. All right, strap number 4. When I was a teller, I found my sister's birthday note. That's awesome, Dad. That is awesome. Richard, thank you. The cool thing about this, first off, I love hunting coins. Absolutely love hunting coins. Quarters, half dollars are probably my two favorite things to search, followed by pennies. Dollar bills would be my third favorite thing. But it's something I'm able to do with my grandkids, and we have fun with it. And when I go to coin shows, typically the people at coin shows are my age and older. And a lot of the kids, the younger people, are paying with Venmo. They're paying with Cash App. They don't even use currency anymore. And someday, currency is going to go away, and we're going to lose this great hobby. So we're trying to introduce more people to this great hobby. Once a month, we do a kids stream on our Saturday stream where we give away boxes to any kid under 18 that's watching along with a parent. And we're trying to introduce this hobby to more people. And on these vertical live streams that YouTube advertises in the shorts feed, a lot of people will pop in, but they may pop in for 5 or 10 seconds. But if 3 or 4 out of 100 will say, hey, that's kind of cool, and we can gain a few people that way interested in the hobby, that's a win, and that is our main objective. So thanks for being here tonight. Would you read 0197-1945 as I would not? I would read that as January 97th of 1945 and not a birthday note, Diana. You got to be careful because on eBay, people are trying to sell notes like that as a birthday note, but technically that would not count as a birthday note. God is great. I will check that out. Zachary, that is so awesome, and a lot of people come on collections like that. A grandparent gives it to them, or they pass away, and it comes down to the family. And unfortunately, or fortunately for me, when I search a box of half dollars, there'll be times when I search a box of half dollars, we might find 50 silver coins in there. Unfortunately, those came usually because somebody passed away. No one knew what the value was. They took them to the bank and put them in a coin counter. So if you get a hold of coins like that, make sure you look them up and see what your value is, because those silver coins, if it's a 90% silver coin, anything 1964 or earlier and a half dollar, it's worth $13 in silver melt value now. 1970 to 1965 is worth about $5, and you're turning it in for 50 cents. That's sad for the person that spent all that time collecting those coins. What I'm doing is I'm searching these dollar bills. I'm looking at the date here. I'm keeping anything 1999 or earlier because it's old enough that it's a survivor and it's worth more than face value. I'm looking at the last letter. I'm looking for a W, X, or Y because it's a deeper run and it's going to be worth more than face value. I'm looking for a bill that ends with a star instead of a letter because that means it was printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted bills, and they're going for $3 to $4 on eBay. Or I'm looking for any fancy combination of serial numbers that makes it worth more than face value. A lot of those are scrolling along the bottom of the screen. I found a 26, 26, 26, 26. That is a straight repeater, and that's worth $15, $20 on eBay, Bod. That's a good one. That is a really good one. $1 radar. Nice, Chuck Fowler. They're out there. They are out there. You just gotta look. I've been given a Buffalo nickel and a star note not that long ago in change from the local Sonic. I got another star note in change driving back from Alabama last winter. I guess we're still in winter. The end of last year, I should say. So you never know where you're going to get it from. Because all these bills from the Federal Reserve, a customer has spent these at a business or turned them into a bank is how they got in here. So these came from a person. And right there, that came from a person. That's a star note. We'll look at the star on both sides because if the star is filled in, over inked, it adds a lot of value to it. As is, there's nothing super special about that serial number except the one is over inked. And the over ink bills are going for a few dollars. But that star, those are going for $3 or $4 each. And when we find a star note, we go to the Star Note lookup page. The Star Note lookup page is called mycurrencycollection.com. You key in the denomination, the year, and the series number. This one happens to be a 2017A, like the last one we looked up. And then the entire serial number, F1519 9723. Most Star Notes are printed in run sizes of 3.2 million. That 90% of them. But when you do find some, like we found one a while ago that was printed in a run size of 500,000, they can be worth more money. Let's check this one. This one is 3.2 million run size. So you look down here at the heat chart, 3.2 million, it's way over in the less rare. I call it the frozen tundra white zone. So it's not going to be worth any additional, but it's still a Star Note. Our sixth one of the night, and worth, that one's not in great shape, $2 to $3. So we hang on to all those Star Notes. They're relatively common. You can find them. Cody, we do have some ancient coins, and we do offer ancient coins in our auctions occasionally. Love ancient coins. Really cool for me to see a coin that was around before or during the time that Christ was walking the earth. Is amazing, and the tools that they used to create those coins at the time, and that they've survived 2,000 years, and I'm holding it in my hand. I find that really cool. If that coin could talk, what all has it seen? There's a printing error. Look at the second 9 and look at the first 9. I told you a while ago I would show you a better example of a overprinted, over-inked printing error. That is a great example of an over-inked printing error, and those things are selling for $4. If that bill is crispy uncirculated, I could get $4 off of eBay for that right now. Daniela Dowie, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. So we will certainly keep that one. Cool, Richard. Gas pump, yep. Gas pumps for me have to be pretty extreme for me to keep, but I love gas pump notes. That's where one of the digits are raised out of alignment or lowered out of alignment with the others. Also a printing error, not worth as much as the over-inked ones, but they do sell for more than face value. There's a quad. And I love the quads whenever they start or end the serial number because they sell easier on eBay. 4 4s, that's worth $3 or $4 on eBay right now. That's our third one tonight. We found 3 1s, 3 4s, and 3 5s. You gotta like that. Brian Giddens, best place to purchase it. If you buy on eBay, be careful. That would be the easiest place to purchase it. And but be careful of the value, and be careful that it is what it says it is, because there's a lot of stuff on eBay that's not what they say it is. When you go on eBay though, if you're going to buy something like a quad note, go to eBay and do a search on quad number $1 bill serial number, and then it will pop up all the ones that are currently listed for sale. Then scroll down and look to the far left and click on the sold button. And then that's going to pull up and show you all the quad serial numbers that have sold and what they have sold for, not what somebody may be asking for them. That will give you a good idea of value to see if you're getting a good value. You can also buy them from local coin shops. You can also buy them from a coin show if you go to a coin show that's near you. Just be careful if you're buying on eBay, because you can end up buying something like we talked about earlier. There are a lot of bills on eBay that say they're birth date notes that don't use all the digits to make it a birth date or a key date note. So just be careful. That is a $6 value right there. That is a 3-digit bookend note. 008 to start, 008 to end. Those are going, I just looked these up today, those are going for $6 on eBay. That one is crispy uncirculated. Got to start another stack. We're finding all sorts of stuff tonight. That is cool. Yeah, same with baseball cards. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0. Had that 0 been a 9 or a 1, that would be what we call a broken or scattered ladder bill, worth about $10 on eBay, as is just a near miss. Hey, if you're here and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're searching dollar bills, looking for fancy serial numbers, older bills, anything that would have a value over face value. We've been searching coins on eBay for over 5 years. I hunt with my grandsons. We've been doing dollar bills for the last 8 months. Searched over 80,000 of them now. That 3 is a little bit over inked, but not enough for me to keep. And doesn't cost you a thing to subscribe, but means the world to us. My grandsons have a goal of 20,000 subscribers by year end. That does not mean anything to us financially. It does not mean, we're not even going to get a thank you note from eBay for it, but it's just a number they've set out to hit. And they look every morning first thing when they get up to see if I've streamed the night before, to see if I found some cool stuff like that, and to see if our subscriber count's gone up any. That's another star note. I think that's our 6th or 7th. That star printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted bills. It's not filled in. If it was, it'd be worth more. They're not going to use stars to denote replacement notes anymore after this year. Star notes are going for $3 to $4 on eBay. They're very, very collectible right now. When you find a star note, you want to go over to the website called mycurrencycollection.com. You want to key in $1 2017A. This one happens to be. It happens to be an F like our last one, which tells me this is probably going to be another 3.2 million print size, because 90% of them are 3.2 million print size. But when you find a lower print run, oh, Scott S., thanks for subscribing. Let me make sure I keep that number in right. F16032069. That's what you get for assuming 250,000 run size matches the lowest run size I have ever found. If you look at the heat chart down here, we're way out of the less rare. We're over here into the on fire. Now that's good news. The total printed, we're still in the less rare. But this bill, because it's only a 250,000 print run, that could have additional value above the $3 or $4 of being a star note. So what I do with one of those when I find it is I put it in a protective holder to keep it in the same shape it's in when I find it. I will write 250,000 on it. When I sort these out later, I get it in the right stack. So I know it's a lower print run, and if nothing else, it will make it sell a lot easier on eBay. But that is a cool find and a very low run size. You gotta like that. Tell you what we're gonna do. I think it's time for another giveaway because Paul's gonna take another break. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give away another 1/10 of a troy ounce of silver round while I take a little break. I'm going to start a giveaway. You're going to have 3 minutes to type in exclamation GAW. You have to be 18 or older, 13 or older with parental permission. And the winner will need to email me their confirmation of age and their shipping address. And I'm going to give that away, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. We're giving away a 1/10 of a troy ounce of silver. Let's see how much time is left. 1 minute and 1 second to type in exclamation GAW. 1 minute to type in exclamation GAW. The computer will only let you enter once, so it really doesn't matter how many times you put it in, other than you're just wasting your time. But we're going to give that away. You do have to be 18 years of age or older, or 13 years of age or older with parental permission to meet the requirements of eBay and the law. See how much time we got left. We got 30 seconds. Let me show you the countdown. 23 seconds, exclamation GAW. 100 and some people watching, only 30 people, 28 people entered. Don't want my free silver. I don't know, silver's going up in value. And it's free. All you had to do was be here tonight. 3 seconds. All right, good luck everybody. The winner is Bob Atwood. Bob, I didn't say it a while ago, but I should have. You can only win once, Bob. Bob already won once tonight. He can win the end of stream as well, but you can't win twice, Bob, so I got to pick another winner. So the real winner this time is... I hit the wrong button. So what I'm going to do is violate my own rule. And Bob Atwood, you have won twice tonight. Since I didn't announce it before that you couldn't win twice, and I didn't put it in the description, we'll give it to Bob Atwood again. Bob, you might want to go buy a lottery ticket because you're running hot. Going forward, you can't win twice unless you win during the stream and the end of stream. But we'll give that to Bob too, since I hit the wrong button and turned it off, and we don't want to have to do it again. Congratulations, Bob. We'll be giving away more stuff here. I haven't missed anything that anyone won or that found instead of me yet. So if I don't miss one, we'll have 2 prizes left to give away. If I do miss one, we'll give that to whoever identifies it first. And we'd still have 1 thing to give away at the end of the stream. We are on our 4th segment, 4th strap, 9050025. 9 zeros, 5s, and 2s. Nothing special about it. We're on our 4th strap. Each strap has $101 bills. We're doing 5 straps tonight. We have had tremendous luck in this strap. Well, in this search tonight, we found 5 of a kind in a row, several 4 of a kind in a row, a birthday note, 250,000 print run size dollar star note, 7 star notes in total, a 500,000 run size, and lots of other stuff. So this is a better than average hunt. For sure. We found a 1995 older bill. And if you, Bob is a bookend name. That is probably why you won. Bob's just winning everything. Is Bob over 18? He said times 4, I think earlier. So I think Bob is old enough. He claims to be in my age range. 23/19/1997. This is one you have to watch for on eBay. They will call this a birthday note on eBay somehow, as like a March 19th, 1997 or a February 19th, 97. But that would have to be 03/19/1997 to be a March 19th, 1997 birthday. So just be careful on eBay. You'll end up spending money for something that's not what you thought it was if you're not careful. Because as I've looked through it, there's a lot of stuff on there that is mislabeled, either intentionally or unintentionally. I do not know. I do know that's a keeper. That's another quad. We've got 1s, 2s, 3s, and 5s now. 4 3s in a row. It's in the trailing position on the serial number. On the beginning or trailing position, they sell better. That bill's not in great shape. The first 8, the only 8, and the first 5 are a little over inked, so that will help the value of that one a little bit, but definitely a keeper. Now, where is my stack for, there it is. One of my over inked ones had blown onto my quad stack. Really good finds tonight. A little bit of an over ink too. Just a few bills left here. September 10th of the year 1582. I doubt anything special happened on that date, so I'm just going to send it back. If it was a key date bill, it would have some value. Can we get one more good find out of the strap? That's kind of begging because this strap has been really good to us. Oh, we also found a 3-digit bookend. First 3 numbers and last 3 numbers matched, worth about $6. We found several bills worth 10 to 20 tonight. August 1st of the year 2265, not quite. Yeah, single 007. You tease me. All right, that's 4 straps down. 4 straps down. I get rewarded with a drink of my water. 5th strap. I get people ask me, where do I get my dollar bills? I've got a relationship with several banks in the local area, and I got one bank that orders me 2,000 from the Federal Reserve. These are Federal Reserve straps every week. This week they gave me 1,000 that were actually teller straps they put together in their own bank, and 1,000 from the Federal Reserve. I got another bank I buy some from that are always teller straps. But banks are usually, your bank that you bank at will probably sell you or order you dollar bills to search. They're not always very cooperative on ordering you boxes of coins to search. Though we're blessed and I have a great relationship with some of our local banks and they order me boxes of coins every week to search. We appreciate that. It is an expense to them to do that. But usually you can get them to order you dollars, and it's, I know $100 is a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But if you go buy $100 of ones, you can search them. I can search, and I've been doing it a while, but I can search 500 on a stream, talking to you all, reading the chat to the best of my ability in an hour and 45 minutes. So $100 you could do in 15 minutes at home, real easy. You keep the ones that are worth more than face value. The others you take back to another bank. Don't take them back to the same bank you get them from, otherwise you might end up searching them again, and you do not want to do that. Take them back to another branch of the same bank, and then go back to the other bank, add a couple dollars in, you can get you another 100 when you can afford it. So you don't have to keep the money out of your account very long to be able to do this and enjoy it and find some stuff that could have great value. It only takes one strap to find that really lucky one that can make you a lot of money. One more drink. That's probably a lie. I'll probably have another drink too. But what we're looking for tonight, I'm looking right here at the date. I want to find any bill that's 1999 or earlier. Why? Because it's worth more money. It's older, it's a survivor, it has more value. I'm looking for any serial number that ends in a W, X, or Y, because that's a deeper run and those are more rare and have more value. I'm also looking for any bill that ends in a star, because that was printed as a replacement note, and they signify that by the star, and they've announced they're going to stop doing that. And star notes have gone up in value, very collectible. They're going for $3 or $4 each on eBay if they're in nice shape, or a fancy combination of serial numbers. Best ones you could find, all the same number. I've never found one like that. I found 7 of the same number in a row, but never all 8 the same number. If you find that, you're talking hundreds of dollars. 7 zeros and then a single digit at the end, a 1 through 9. would be one of the lowest serial numbers you could find. That would be a great value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row, a great value. There's a lot of them that would be awesome. We've been hunting coins on YouTube for over 5 years, dollars for over 8 months. I hunt with my grandkids, 12 and 14. This is something you can do with your kids, your grandkids. Get them involved in a hobby that gets them off their cell phone, off their laptop, off the computer, off the video games. My grandkids have fallen in love with it. Both of them have a great coin collection and bill collection started. We do ask that if you're here for the first time or 30th time and you're not subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing to our channel. We do this as a hobby. We're not going to make any more money, but when we hit 20,000 subscribers, but the grandkids have set a goal to hit 20,000 subscribers this year. They check it first thing in the morning to see if Grandpa was busy last night streaming, looking for something cool. And it means the world to them and to us to get new subscribers. We love introducing this hobby to and making more people aware of this great hobby. So if you'd please consider subscribing, it is absolutely free, does not cost you a thing, but means the world to us. In return, we've got over 1,900 videos on YouTube. We put out a daily short video that's less than a minute long. That's my best finds of the week because I hunt boxes of coins during the week. And I do videos on the very best finds. Those come out about 10 o'clock every night. We also hunt live every Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Time, where we hunt 5 to 12 boxes of $half. That's an over-inked 6, but not over-inked enough for me to keep. We also do a auction every Saturday. I've recently bought a large collection. I got a good buy on some of the stuff. We're going to be offering all of that below silver melt value. Kurt Butterfield, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I wish the Cloudbot, Floater89, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I wish it recognized every subscriber, but it doesn't. I don't know why. I've let them know, so it's a known problem that they're working on. Whoa! Whoa! This is why I do this. I know it's crazy. I know I'm sitting here staring at $501 bills. Earlier we found 5 2s in a row. I so rarely find 5 in a row of anything or more. We just found 5 4s in a row to lead the serial number. That's worth around $10 on eBay. And if you can turn $1 into $10, that's a good trade. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to put it in a protective holder to keep it in the same shape that I found it. What a strap, or what a hunt of 5 straps this has been tonight. 5 consecutive 4s. And earlier we found, and those are in leading position, earlier we found 5 consecutive 2s. In a trailing position with an over-inked 9. That's pretty darn amazing. Right there, I just dropped a $1 on the floor and missed a subscriber. No, Smog the Magnificent has been a member for 3 months. Thank you, Smog. We appreciate you. You can become a member of PasSpareTime for as little as 99 cents. That means you can bid in our auctions and get free shipping. And as much as shipping is now, that's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. All right. Well, we'll be begging to ask for something great, but I'd like to find some more good stuff. I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you. You're not in 5 straps. You're not always going to find this good of stuff. This is well above average. I am shocked. This is well above average to find 2 5-of-a-kinds. I don't think I've ever found 2 5-of-a-kinds in the same 500 before. Very, very unusual. We do usually average over 1 star note per strap, so over 5 per night, but we're even ahead of that pace tonight. And our secondary finds have been tremendous. So I think I was saying, if you're here and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. At the end of the stream, we have a good giveaway. And we're probably going to have two, because I haven't missed anything that you all have found yet. So that means I'm going to do an extra giveaway. And I've already done 2 giveaways because I needed to take a potty break. So you got a chance to win something just for watching. You have to be 18 or older, 13 or older with parental permission, though. 078978112. So you can see it a little better. Dad hunts coins, finds some cool things in his coin hunts. I saw you posted a video, Dad. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm glad you're finding some cool stuff. Mr. Pringles, a birthday note missed? I don't know. Did I miss one? 7/24 of 1988. Now look. Birthday note's not something I'd normally miss, but it's possible. Looking back through the recent ones I have done. That is close to a birthday note, but it's not a birthday note. That's one of the ones you got to be careful not to buy on eBay. It's 70/24/1988. So it would have to be 07/24/1988 to be a birthday note. So close, but not quite. Well, Smog, thank you very much. We appreciate that. We are out to introduce more people to this great hobby. That is what we're about. Have fun with my grandkids along the way. And find cool things like that right there. Star Note. 00663390. Nothing special about the serial number. Hey, there's my stars. Thank you, Tom Thumb. But it's a star note, meaning this was printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted notes. So when we find a star note, you always want to go over to the star note lookup page, which is mycurrencycollection.com. This is a 2017 bill. That star indicates it was printed as a replacement note for damaged or misprinted bills. They're not going to do them anymore after this year, so the values have been going up. As a star note, they're worth $3 to $4 a piece in good shape. And if they have a lower run size than 3.2 million, which 3.2 million is what 90% of them are, they can be worth more. Let's see. 3.2 million. So this one is less rare. This doesn't have a low print run. That's okay. It's still worth $3 to $4. Whoa! Smog the Magnificent has gifted 10 PasSpareTime memberships. The winner, Yoxnovs, Wild Cards Coins, Aloysius, good to see you, Jackishire, Jack is here, C. Cham, Greg Muck, Ultra Meticulous, Gold Sniping Farms, Daniel Hetzler, and VMC are all new members, courtesy of Smog the Magnificent. That means you can bid in our auction because you're a member. You get free shipping in our auction, and we do our auctions on Saturdays after our 2 p.m. half-dollar hunt. We hunt 5 to 12 boxes of $half every Saturday. So that is, let's just count how many star notes that is, because I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 star notes. We're in our 5th strap. We usually average 1 per strap, so we are running above average. Congrats to the new members. Very cool. Well, thank you, Nico Jones. I appreciate that. Hope you're learning something. Check your change. Man, pay in cash as often as you can and check your change. You may get something back in change that pays for what you just bought or more than pays for what you just bought. Every one of these dollars I'm searching tonight came from a human being making a purchase, turning it into the bank, or a business turning into the bank, which came from a customer. These were very recently in a customer's hands, and they spent them. And we have found several tonight worth more than $10 each. So they're out there. I used to work at a gas station for my dad when I was 18 back in 1981, 82. And I think about all the silver coins and old bills that passed through my hands and I didn't know any better. It makes me a little nauseous. Another star note, that's going to be number 8. Again, that star indicates this was printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted bills. Let's go back over to the star note lookup page, mycurrencycollection.com. This is another 2017. Usually these are a print run size of 3.2 million. If they're a lower print run size, like the 250,000 we found earlier tonight, they can be worth more money. Let's see. 3.2 million. Again, that's to be expected. 90% of them are going to be 3.2 million. Doesn't reduce the value at all, just doesn't add anything to it. And that one's not in great shape, but that's still going to be worth $2 to $3 on eBay. And that's the 8th one we have found tonight. We are coming to the end. We've got about 20 bills left to hunt, I think. If you're here and you're not subscribed, make sure that you please give that good consideration. It means the world to us, does not cost you a thing. Don't go anywhere, because at the end of the stream, we've got some giveaways. All you got to do is be here. Type in !GAL when prompted. And somebody's going to win. You do have to be 18 or older, 13 or older with parental permission. There's a little bit of a printing error on this one. You see it? Not the easiest thing to see. The first 6 and 3 are a little over inked. What I'm really looking at is the last 8 and 3 are a little higher out of alignment than the rest of the serial number. We call that a gas pump note or an odometer note, a raised digit note. Those aren't raised enough for me to keep. If they're raised a little higher, those are going for about $4, $3 or $4 on eBay. That one's not raised enough that I'm going to keep it. But some people would keep it, and it does have some value over $1. What I keep or don't keep, you could use as a guide, but it doesn't mean it's absolutely right with what you should keep. Some of it comes down to how many $1 bills do you want to have around. And I got a couple thousand that I've kept already. Growing every time I search. There's another keeper right there. Quad 4s. I always keep 4 of the same number in a row called a quad. They're going for a few dollars each on eBay. I think we've got 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s now tonight. No, we got 4s twice. 4s twice. Those are always nice to find. The 5 in a row is even better to find. Just a couple left. Just a couple left. The last one is facing the wrong direction and not a keeper. But that is going to end our hunt for tonight. That's 500 bills searched. I'll count up during the giveaway how many we found, but I bet we found 20 tonight. What are we going to give away? We'll just give away 2 of these. How about that? We'll give away 2 of these. We're going to do a giveaway, and we're going to give away 2 silver certificates. One for the end of stream, one because I didn't miss anything that you all found. They're 1957A for the first one, 1957A for the second one. Each has about a $5 value. Let me start the contest here. And you're going to have 3 minutes to type in !GAW starting now. And you do have to be 18 years of age or older to qualify. I would appreciate it if you're subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I'd appreciate you doing that also. I know. Asking for a lot. I'm asking for a lot. But it doesn't cost you a thing. And it helps us out tremendously. I'm going to put my 3-digit bookend in a holder. Let's see. We got the 3-digit bookend. We've got 8 star notes. We have a birthday note, November 12th, 1984. Big Harm 56 AI, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We've got a April 12th, 1950 birthday note we found tonight. We've got 5 quads, 2 5 of a kinds. Those are the best finds of the night. 5 2s and 5 4s. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 23, 25 finds tonight out of our 500 bill search. Well above average. Quite a hunt. You got a minute 22 to put in your exclamation GAW. Got to be 18 or older. We're giving away these 2 silver certificates. This is something I have never found in one of these hunts, so I know of people that have. They have blue ink, blue seal. They're very collectible. It says $1 in silver, payable to the bear on demand. These aren't in great shape. They're in what would be called VG or VF shape. Still worth around $5, a little more each. So a nice collectible to have, and it's going to be given to somebody's, that we're just watching tonight. Just hanging out with us on a Monday night. We appreciate that very greatly. All right, we got 30 seconds left in the giveaway. Let me put it on the screen so you can watch it count down. There are 47 people entered. Put in your exclamation GAW for your chance to win. If I ever find something that you're super interested in purchasing, you can send me an email. You can type in exclamation email and get my email. And if you're not subscribed, it's going to be your last chance. Oh, time's up. Time is up. Let's give these away. The winner of the end of stream silver certificate is, and now you are eligible to win again, even you, Bob, Drayless. Congratulations, Drayless. Drayless has been around for a while. Not a first-time winner, I don't think. I am familiar with Drayless. Drayless, congratulations. And the winner of the second silver certificate, because I didn't miss anything that you all found, is Flag Rigo. There's a first-time winner. Flag Rigo. So Flag Rigo and Drayless. Congratulations, Flag Rigo. And anyone else that won anything tonight, you need to send me an email. Somebody type in exclamation email right now, and my email address will pop up. And you need to send me an email claiming your prize, giving me your shipping address, and confirming you're over the age of 18 so I don't violate any laws. And I would appreciate you get those emails, and I'll get them out. I'm snowed in tomorrow, so I may get them ready to go the next day. So, sorry, Bob. Bob's like, dang it, I was winning everything. What happened? I am going to be snowed in tomorrow, so if I'm not plowing snow off my driveway, I may do this again tomorrow afternoon. I do have another 500 $1 bills sitting here before I pick up some more on Wednesday that I have to hunt sometime before Wednesday. So either tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, we'll see when we do that. But I appreciate you all being here tonight. We had over 12,000 people watch the stream tonight. Thank you so very much. We had 85 likes, so got close to that 100. Over 15 new members. Thank you all for being here. Bob says, I'm glad I didn't win again. People are starting to throw rocks at me. How do you get star notes graded? NGC.com. NGC is a company that will grade coins. I think PCGS or coins and bills. PCGS may as well, but I know NGC does. And you could fill out the form online. You can send it to them, follow the instructions, and they will grade it for you. That is the best way. If you catch them at a coin show near you, you can usually get it done cheaper. So you may want to consider that if you see a coin show somewhere near you that you can drive to and they've got a grading service that's going to be there. That's the least expensive way to get it done. So thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate it greatly. KOC, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I don't know who all's getting impacted by this snow that's coming in. We're supposed to get up to 12 inches tomorrow. We're in our hilly Arkansas, so 12 inches of snow for us is a major deal. Hilly northeast Arkansas, northwest Arkansas, I guess. And so the town's going to be shut down for a couple days, but that's all right. And so I will see all of you again soon when Pa has more spare time. Good night, all. God bless. Have a safe Tuesday. We'll see you again soon. Yeah, Rough Rider, I don't keep sequential notes unless they also have a fancy serial number, because unless you have at least 100 sequential notes that are normal serial numbers, they just don't carry any extra value. That's why I didn't keep them.